What I am saying is that you'll always be seen as a foreigner, except by your mate. Maybe that's a really cynical way to look at it, but I prefer to be a realist and tell you guys what's really going on here instead of blowing smoke up your butt. Now, some of you are probably shaking your fist at me and yelling about how much crap I'm full of. And in some cases, I'm sure what I just described doesn't apply to you. I'm glad her mom has a deep love for you and you've been completely accepted as a member of her family. But you're in the minority. Now, let me stress this does not mean you can't have a great relationship with your extended new family. But what I'm saying is, in their heart of hearts, a lot of families don't quite see it that way. You may think they do, and it's in everyone's best interest to make it seem that way. But if push comes to shove, you might find out a very inconvenient truth. Unless your Filipina's a total whack job, her family will almost always be on her side. A lot of people don't need or even want a close relationship with their in laws. The only crucial relationship is the one with your Filipina. Will she see you for you and not just as a foreigner? Well, she's probably never going to relate to many of your ways, your obsession with being on time, your work ethic, or your logic. A man who prides himself on repaying his loans and always doing things by the book isn't likely to start doing things any other way. And she'll learn to deal with the differences as you smooth out the rough edges of your relationship. Very few foreigners come here and become totally Filipino, and there's nothing wrong with that. The good news is that after you being together for a while, you'll stop seeing each other as being different at all. You won't be the foreigner with the Asian. You'll just be a man and a woman in love. She might be the only one that makes you feel like you belong, but most of the time, that's all you need. You'll certainly be welcome here, and you might develop deep and lasting friendships, not only with her family members, but with people from the community, or maybe even with other expats. But if not, at least you'll have your Filipina. Now, to recap, I'm not saying not to come. I'm not saying you won't love it here. I'm not saying you can't find your place here. I'm not saying her family won't truly love you. What I am saying is that you'll always be seen as a foreigner, except by your mate. And as long as you can live with that, we can too.